Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where we skip past the glossy brochures, the dealer-rehearsed sales pitches, and the over-polished marketing fluff to give you the real story of how cars actually look, feel, and perform when you encounter them in the real world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we bring you raw, detailed, and unfiltered car reviews every single week. Today, we have something truly special. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT2 RS, a car that's not just another sports machine but a precision-engineered weapon built to dominate both the road and the track. This is the kind of car that makes headlines around the world, and today, we're breaking down exactly why. Exterior: the first thing you notice about the 2026 GT2 RS is its stance. Even before it moves an inch, this car tells you what it's about. The front end is sharp, aggressive, and unapologetic in its design. Porsche has pushed aerodynamics to the extreme with this updated model. The LED matrix headlights are slimmer, giving the face of the car an almost predatory look, and the massive air intakes dominate the bumper. These aren't just for show, they feed oxygen into the twin-turbo flat-six engine and help cool the upgraded braking system. You'll also notice the new carbon fiber splitter that extends lower than before, designed to slice through airflow and keep the front axle planted at insane speeds. It's aggressive, but not in a cartoonish way. This is German engineering being brutally honest. From the side, the GT2 RS carries that unmistakable 911 silhouette, but everything has been sharpened and widened to emphasize performance. The rear haunches are muscular, almost swollen, wrapping around enormous 21-inch wheels in the back and 20-inch up front, all wearing ultra-sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires specifically tuned for this car. The side skirts are made of exposed carbon fiber, and Porsche has reduced weight wherever possible by using magnesium and carbon composites. You'll also notice the venting just behind the doors, feeding air directly to the intercoolers. The proportions scream speed and stability, and yet the car still has that elegance that makes a 911 instantly recognizable even from a mile away. At the back, things get even more outrageous. The centerpiece is, of course, the massive swan neck carbon fiber rear wing. Now even larger than the previous generation. It doesn't just look dramatic, it creates an enormous amount of downforce, keeping the car glued to the asphalt even past 200 miles per hour. The rear bumper is perforated with vents, all functional, ensuring maximum cooling for the engine and exhaust system. The taillights are razor-thin LED strips, giving a futuristic yet unmistakably Porsche identity. And then there are the titanium exhaust tips, not only saving weight but delivering an exhaust note that's a mix of thunder and turbine. Stand behind this car at full throttle, and you'll feel the vibrations in your chest before you even hear the scream. Interior: step inside the 2026 GT2 RS and you immediately understand Porsche's philosophy of blending motorsport minimalism with just enough comfort for daily usability. The cabin is drenched in Alcantara, leather, and exposed carbon fiber. The steering wheel is small, perfectly contoured, and stripped of unnecessary buttons to keep your focus on driving. Behind it, you have Porsche's updated digital meets analog instrument cluster, with the central tachometer still dominating the view, reminding you that this is a driver's car above all else. The seats are fixed-back carbon fiber racing buckets, designed to hold you in place through lateral forces that most people will never experience outside of a racetrack. Yet, despite the hardcore setup, Porsche still gives you a higher-resolution infotainment screen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a premium sound system. Although let's be honest, the soundtrack from the engine behind you is better than any playlist you could load up. Practicality isn't really the point here, but Porsche has thought through the details. Storage is minimal, but build quality is flawless. Every switch, every panel, every stitch feels purpose-driven. It's not a luxury loungia, it's a cockpit. And when you're strapped into those 6-point harnesses, looking out over that sculpted hood, you realize you're sitting in something more like a road-legal race car than a sports car. Now let's talk about the part everyone's waiting for, the performance. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT2 RS is powered by a 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged flat-six that's been re-engineered to deliver a staggering 750 horsepower and 750 newton-meters of torque. All of that power is sent exclusively to the rear wheels through a 7-speed dual-clutch PDK transmission, which has been recalibrated for faster shifts than ever. Porsche claims a 0 to 60 time of just 2.6 seconds, but independent tests are already suggesting it might be even quicker. Top speed, over 215 miles per hour. This is not just quick, it's brutal. The kind of acceleration that pins you to the seat and leaves you laughing out loud in disbelief. But raw numbers don't tell the full story. What makes the GT2 RS legendary is how it handles that power. Porsche has fitted the car with active aerodynamics, rear-wheel steering, and a suspension system tuned for surgical precision. On a racetrack, it feels telepathic. Every steering input, every brake modulation, every throttle adjustment translates instantly to the car's behavior. It's savage, yes, but it's also predictable in a way that allows skilled drivers to exploit every ounce of performance. This is why the GT2 RS continues to be a now 1/4 Nürburgring lap record contender. It's not just fast in a straight line, it's devastating everywhere. Of course, all of this comes at a price. The 2026 Porsche 911 GT2 RS starts at around $300,000 before options, but we all know that's just the base. Once you start adding Porsche's extensive customization options, paint to sample finishes, carbon ceramic brakes, such package with even more weight reduction, you're realistically looking at closer to $350,000 to $400,000, and yet, every single unit is likely already spoken for by collectors, enthusiasts, and investors. This isn't just a car, it's a statement, a future classic that will probably appreciate in value over time. So, after spending time with the 2026 Porsche 911 GT2 RS, what's the verdict? This car is not about comfort, not about convenience, and certainly not about practicality. It's about raw speed, precision engineering, and the thrill of driving distilled into its purest form. It demands respect, it rewards skill, and it reminds us why Porsche continues to sit at the top of the performance car hierarchy. For those lucky enough to own one, it's more than just transportation, it's an experience, a piece of rolling art, and a mechanical masterpiece that pushes the limits of what a road car can be. That's it for today's review on Car Flash. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new 911 GT2 RS. Is this the ultimate expression of the 911 legacy, or has Porsche pushed it too far into the extreme? Don't forget to hit like, share this with your fellow car enthusiasts, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.